Okay, Erin and I are demonstrating how to facilitate your child to hold their head up while in a prone position. First of all, it does help to do the prone position on a wedge. And then you want the arms placed over the edge of the wedge so that like the wedge is coming like in the armpit area. You don't want the child, can you scoot all the way back, like too far like this, where their arms are kind of like hanging over the edge, and you don't want them too forward like this. So you want to just so that the armpits are right over the edge there. And she should have about a 90-degree angle here and then also at the elbows. And you know you have it in the right spot. I think you were going to say something about the hands, Erin.
Yes, that I do encourage open hand posture, so either this way or even flat on the floor versus a closed fist. So either like this, or even if they're holding an item, that'll work too. But try to avoid this.
Okay. Now, what will tend to happen with your child is they'll probably have their head hanging down. And sometimes they kind of slope into those shoulders a little bit like that. So to facilitate her to, first of all, to get a little more active here at the shoulders, I kind of do like a facilitation here right between the shoulder blades. And that also helps them to pick up the head too. So they'll straighten up with their shoulders and also pick up the head. Another way to encourage your child to pick up her head is to put a toy in front of them. If they're visually impaired, put something that makes a noise. Or a lot of the kids, if they're not visually impaired, they'll like something that, sometimes that makes has lights or shake like something in front of them that they would like to look at. Then they'll tend to pick their head up a little better. Any other comments on that, Erin? So if she's bringing her head down again, I'll just do some facilitation here at the neck. If you have one of those handheld massagers that kind of fit in the palm of your hand, you can even rub that along in this area. And that helps to activate those muscles and they'll pick the head up better too. We don't really want to like hyperextend it up like this. We want it about like that. So it's the head's a little bit up, not straight with the body, but a little bit up. And if you want her to work on some classwork or something, you'd want to place whatever the material might be. So you're placing it like right about here. So she will hold her head up to look at it instead of like down like this. Then she'll probably bring her head down. So that would also facilitate picking the head up a little bit. Whatever object you're using, a computer, a book, should be placed up a little bit. Any other tips, Erin?
I was going to say also too, like if you guys are just engaging on the floor or playing, also even moving the item so that you get a little bit of movement here in the neck, either to the right and the left side. Again, doesn't have to be huge or anything, but just even if they're moving, tracking, using their eyes to track, or just moving their head side to side, that helps also.
Okay. And what we usually encourage is, so start out, it depends on the child. Some kids can start out with 10 minutes right away and holding their head up. Some might only start with 5. So if they can only work on this for about 5 minutes, then that's fine. Start with the 5 minutes and try to encourage a little bit more each day or each week. And so maybe by a couple weeks from there, they'll be up at 10 minutes, have the head up for 10 minutes and holding up nice for 10 minutes in this prone position, and eventually get to 20 minutes or a half hour. Okay. Any other tips, Erin?
No. Have fun.
Okay.
Have fun
bye.
with it.
Have fun.
Bye.